Are we starting now?
Oh, whoops. No, let's give it a minute. Just like. This is what I do when I'm about to fight someone, by the way. I just go like.
Should I just prepare myself? Are you just gonna punch me randomly?
I just punch you in the throat.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous, okay?
It's kind of funny.
Okay, so.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's my final game.
Oh, yeah. Hi guys, Julia Rosales here.
It's not how I sound, dude.
It's not how I sound, dude. Alright, let's start with embarrassing stories. I feel like that's like.
Okay. One time, or me first?
We have to look at the camera. We have to like.
One time, I was in 6th grade, and I didn't know what keep the change meant. So I was at this gas station, and I didn't have any money, but my friend was like, "Oh, here's $20."
Right.
So I was like, "Oh, thanks. And I'll get something with this." And I just got like a 99-cent candy. And for whatever reason, I decided to say to that guy, "Keep the change." So he kept $19.
Out of the 20 your friend gave you?
Yeah, luckily he didn't say anything. Like, he was like, "Oh, where's the change?" But
and you were like,
I found out what keep the change meant.
How old were you?
If I was in 6th grade, I was 11.
That's like, that's
too
not...
old. That's too old. Let's be real.
That's not that bad. Oh, wait. This is really bad. So, it's similar because it reminded me because you said gas station, but... So, we were driving. You remember when we were in Tennessee at the same time?
Yeah.
Both in cars?
Yeah.
So, we were both driving. You were going to Florida. I was going to North Carolina, where it was 40 degrees out. And you were going to Florida, where it's like 80 degrees.
Yeah.
Nice and warm. And so, we stop at a gas station. It's like 3 in the morning. We've been driving all day. And I'm like, "Hey, can I fill the tank? I've always wanted to do it. It looks cool." And so what I didn't know is it when you press it down or when you let go that it dispenses gas?
Yeah.
So I go to take it out of the tank, and I forgot to let go. I forgot to push down, and so I got gas all over the side of the car. And no one looked. No one saw it. So I just like shoved it in the gas pump and jumped in the car, and they're like, "Okay, ready to go?" And there was just gasoline on the side of the car.
Yeah.
And I was like,
"Can you imagine if you guys would have gotten like a car accident or something?"
That's what I was thinking. I was like so nervous.
Right.
What's it called? My mom's boyfriend smokes cigarettes.
Oh, right.
And I was like, what if he's at the side of the car smoking his cigarette and like flicks it, and then the car sets on fire? He gets back in the car. He takes us out. Fire department gets it. I'm like, "Nice job, Brian."
Yeah.
Lighting the car on fire.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Because, like, do you think they would say he was guilty of that?
No, I would have been like, they have camera footage from the gas station, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They're like, "Look at this dumbass kid who doesn't know how."
You're saying, like, if you survived. I was thinking, like, if you were.
Oh. Oh, obviously, you think you're gonna survive, idiot? Sure. No, if that happened, I would definitely die. I'd be in the back seat, and I'd see the car on fire, I'd be like, "Oh,
whoa, did I do that?"
Next.
There was one time, I think I was like 6. No, it was probably more like 8, and I didn't know the difference between a blowout and the other thing that starts with blow. And so I was at the hairdresser, and I asked for the other one, and she was just like, "What?" Just like, imagine an 8-year-old.
She was like
asking for that.
She's like, "What do you want?" And you're like, "I have money. I can pay for it.
I'm willing to pay you." Yeah.
Do my parents need to be here for that?
Yeah, I was just like, based on her reaction, I knew that like I probably got the word wrong. So when she was like, "What?" and her face got really red and everything, she was like looking around, and I was like, I'm not gonna repeat myself. So I just was like, never mind.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
Mm.
I don't know if I have any other embarrassing stories. I'm sure I do, just deep down, like repressed in my memory.
Yeah.
Those are the worst ones. But I think, well, it's not like really embarrassing. But oh no, it's really embarrassing. So I was in Russian club, right? Mm-hmm. And I have this pretty chill Russian teacher. And so we're sitting there, and it's me and my friend, and those are the only people in the club. Because no one has, like, AIP, which is where you're failing a class, which requires you to go to that office hour.
Oh, okay. So you guys were forced to go, basically?
No. Oh. No one was there because no one was failing the class.
Oh, okay.
So it was just us and two other of our counselors, right? And so we're sitting there, and my friend's talking about how he likes his painting, and he's like, well, yeah, it reminds me of the Titanic when Jack is, painting Rose, and he's like, she's kind of naked, right? Mm. And he's like kind of like lowered. He's like, when she gets naked. Yeah. And my counselors are there, and they're kind of like giggling about it. And then my Russian teacher says, oh yeah, painting her like a French whore. And I was just sitting there, and the counselors were laughing. They were laughing because they knew it made us uncomfortable. But me and my friend were sitting there like, yeah. It was just like, it was so weird.
Like that awkward moment when your teacher decides to be a human instead of a teacher.
Yeah, and there were 3 teachers, and there were 2 of us. So it was even worse, because it was like, we're at like an adult dinner. Right, and we're like children with crayons. Uh-huh. And they're like, what the hell are these kids doing? Mm-hmm. And we're just sitting there like, it was so bad.
That's more so like secondhand embarrassment, just out of the situation. You know what I mean? You're not embarrassed for yourself, you're embarrassed for the situation you're in.
Yeah, and it's just like so hard to breathe, and you're like, what's happening?
Yeah. Okay. Turning the gears a little bit. I want to expose Chris and saying, cereal. Cereal's nice. Everybody enjoys having a late night bowl of cereal. But Chris likes to have cereal with gummy bears and Monster Energy. So do you want to explain that a little bit more?
Okay. So it's not that bad. It's bad. It's really bad. So I was just like, I don't know. I was eating gummy bears. And I was like assuming that if you put gummy bears inside a soda, it'll carbonate them. Okay, this is like gonna go off on a tangent. I dip my chocolate chip cookies in Mountain Dew. Mm-hmm. Because when you dip them and you hold it for a second and then you chew on it, it has Mountain Dew, so it's like carbonated cookies.
Oh, okay.
So it's like good.
That sounds enjoyable, actually.
It was like, it's really good,
Yeah.
It's not great for you. I'm sure like that's gonna cause some problems, but whatever. So I was like, hell yeah, let me do it with gummy bears. So I bought a tray of gummy bears. And I bought Monster, and I was like, fuck it, man. And I dumped the whole thing in there, and I let it sit for a little. I was like shaking it, I let it sit.
Yeah.
And what actually happened is when you get gelatin wet, it goes from like being like solid to expanding and being like all slimy and stuff.
Ew. Okay.
So it was like, I don't know. Okay. So it was like eating like sludge.
Okay.
It was good.
You liked it? Besides the consistency?
The consistency was the thing I liked. I didn't like the flavor because
really?
it got blander.
Oh, okay.
Because the sugar was being like taken. So that liquid at the end, at the bottom, I took a sip of it and I almost threw up because it was like eating like 30 Pop-Tarts.
Wow.
Just like in like a small little like drop.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's delicious. I don't know what else to say. I'm sure I have like a condition now.
Yeah, just instant diabetes.
They're like, sir, your blood cells are covered in sugar. Like,
right, yeah.
We've never seen this before.
Yeah. Okay, so when we were deciding, so last week, Chris came to me and he's like, we should do a podcast. And I was like, okay. Are you okay? Oh my god, no, we can't say that. We can't say that. I think about that frequently. Do you still think about that? I think about that. They'll never know what we're talking about. My dad would kill me. Okay, anyways, so last week Chris came to me. We were at a family party. And he's like, we should do a podcast. And I was down immediately.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Oh, I thought you were going into his story.
Oh, okay. And we were talking about, like, talking points that we should do. Oh, yeah. And the first thought
was AIDS.
Was AIDS. Mm-hmm. Then Elon Musk.
Yeah, and those are my 2 things.
Right. And I said we could talk about Dateline. How to Catch a Predator.
That's so funny though.
What?
I think that they made a TV show on like a real police thing.
Yeah.
But like not in a serious way.
I think also, can we talk about the fact that for the entire first season, they didn't arrest the predators? They let them go.
They didn't?
No.
Then what was the point of it? I
think it's just to like humiliate them.
That's so.
But then I think people were like,
"Wait, that's not the point."
Yeah, they're like, "Why didn't you
arrest them?
Yeah, arrest these child predators?"
Dude, that's so dystopian, though. If you really think about it, that we're in a place where we can like record people like breaking the law or like make TV shows on it, but they don't get punished because they're on the TV show and it's entertaining everyone.
Yeah.
That's so fun. That's like not funny, but like.
It's kind of funny where
it's the funny where like, well,
yeah,
you're such
just
an
the stupidity
idiot.
of it. Yeah.
You could have like reported this and like he wouldn't be out there. Why would you embarrass him and you got him arrested?
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know, we let him go.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had any like run-ins with people that you feel like maybe you could have been kidnapped at some point in your life?
Yeah, I was at park and I just got off.
Wait, you shouldn't say the park where we are.
No, what?
Park?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a train station.
Oh, yeah, but don't use names because then they'll know where we live.
No, okay, so I was at a train station somewhere in Alabama, and I was walking, right? And this van, not white, it was red. This van rolls by, and I see the guy look at me, and he kind of slows down.
Mm-hmm.
And I was immediately, because I'm like, I'm not schizophrenic, but I'm like, everyone's trying to fucking kidnap me. I am worth like so much. Not like that. That came out wrong.
Oh. Hold on, I can fix this.
Deletes all the footage.
Yeah. This is going great.
Actually, yeah. Are you being sarcastic?
Shit. I just I deleted something I wasn't supposed to.
Oh, I thought you deleted what we just recorded. I was like, God. No. Are you being sarcastic?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I was like, I thought you were being sarcastic, and I was like, fuck, I thought we were doing good.
Yeah.
Shit, hold on. Let me check my phone. Don't you love that when you're like, I need to check my phone like right now because someone's definitely texting me, and then you check and you have like no notifications?
Yeah,
and you're like, oh wait, you're a loser.
Or then you get excited that there is a notification, you hear your phone, and then it's like...
It's someone you don't even like that much.
Or it's like Spotify, or not Spotify, it's like Snapchat, because it's a holiday.
That one really hurts when it's like Christmas and no one said like Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah.
And then you open Snapchat and it's just like, Merry Christmas from the Snapchat team.
Right.
And you're like...
You don't care about me. Don't even act like it.
But we'll talk about how I had Tinder Gold for 2 months. This is a true story.
Dude. Do you watch Game Grumps?
What did I just witness?
What? Me saying dude that way?
Yeah.
Oh, it's from, do you know that game House Party? I think it's called House Party. It's like an extremely sexual game.
Oh, no.
And like, you have to do all these tasks if you want to sleep with the woman. Or like, I think that's... Yeah, I feel like that's the objective.
I feel... No kidding, Julia. I know.
Yeah, okay, and I was watching Game Grumps do it.
I love Game Grumps. Game Grumps is so funny.
They did a gameplay of that game.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the animated series they make?
Yeah, those are funny.
I like the Subway one.
Oh, right. He just gets upset. Because they're like, do you want it toasted? Of course I want it toasted.
You're starchy
what do you think
as
I
bread.
am? Yeah.
Or it's like, can I get like one piece of spinach and they dump the whole bucket on it?
Yeah, and then you ask for something extra and they only put a little bit.
Yeah. And he goes to like make his order and they give him dirty looks. He's like, fuck you, this is my sandwich.
You're right. Because I don't put meat or cheese on my sandwich at Subway. And every time they're like, no. What can I get for you?
Oh, yeah, because I want to say vegetarian.
I'm not vegetarian. I just don't eat animal products that often. But when I do, like, I'm not going to call myself a vegetarian. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just don't want to be associated with it.
Well, yeah, I think people are definitely toxic about it, where they're like, how could you not be vegan, or how could you not be a vegetarian? I'm not like that about it. I don't care what other people eat, but I'm just not going to label myself. Because, like, if, let's say I want to eat meat every once in a while, I'm going to eat it. You know what I mean?
Wait, so why don't you like to eat meat?
I get grossed out by it easily. I saw this documentary, it's called What the Health, on Netflix, and it kind of ruined animal products for
I know.
me, to be honest.
We watched those in PE, and it's fucking disgusting.
Right?
It's like they eat corn, they eat each other's shit. That's how cows
Yeah.
get E. coli and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like
You know, there's a certain amount of fecal matter, like,
allowed.
yeah, allowed.
There's a certain amount of cockroaches. You can have 4 heads. You could have 3 cockroach heads and mushrooms, and that's allowed.
Yeah.
Like the food industry is so fucked.
Yeah, and there's like an amount of pus you can have in milk.
That is
That's gross, right?
like I can only have whole milk because skim milk is just fucking water that they just put white out in,
Yeah,
and they're like, I don't know, it's milk to me.
right. I
But-
drink just like milk alternatives. This is so entertaining, talking about our diet and everything.
Like,
Get
this
out of
is
here,
like-
Monica.
Yeah. God, Monica's acting like such a
weirdo.
bitch today.
I know.
It's
Just
her
because
birthday,
it's her birthday.
and she thinks like she's better than everyone.
The nerve.
She was like, "Hey Chris, I know it's my birthday, and I just wanted to know if you could just pass me that water bottle right there." And I'm like, "I'm not your fucking servant. Like, come on,
Right.
like
you know?
don't
we
be
may
like
be
that."
family, but we're not friends.
Yeah, don't be extra.
Is that too much?
She's good.
Happy birthday! I forgot it was recording that whole time, to be honest.
I think that's why it was going so smooth.
Yeah.
It was just like,
Okay,
Going.
so
yeah, I think we were like naturally passing. Oh, park. Fuck.
oh
Right.
yeah, why were we? Oh,
We're gonna keep
reduction.
it. We're gonna keep
Okay.
this in. Yeah, and she was like, "Don't tell them where we are, Chris. Like, don't tell them the train station."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay." But no, so this red van is just like cruising by. I like how it's been like 20 minutes of us just talking about other things, and it's coming back to the.
Yeah. Full circle.
So I'm at the park, and so it's a red van. Guy's rolling by kind of, and he sees me alone, and he kind of slows down a little bit, and I was like, and I look at him, and he looks at me. In my mind, immediately goes to, I'm gonna get fucking kidnapped. God
Yeah.
damn it. So I always keep like a pen or pencil from school. So I fucking grab that pencil in my pocket. I'm gonna shank this motherfucker if he comes for me.
Yeah.
And then he looks at me, stops the van for a good like minute, just staring at me.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom comes and picks me up, and I left.
He was just staring at you.
He was just like that, just solid, like a minute. And I was like, "Fuck, that was scary."
Yeah.
I almost had to shank that mother. I almost.
He was probably just like, oh man, this guy's alone. I'm just gonna stare at him for, you know, like, cause sometimes I'm guilty of just staring at people because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Do you ever just do that?
Where you just kind of stare at them.
Yeah, and then you see how uncomfortable they get.
get.
Yeah.
I do
Like-
that. Me and my friend, we plan it though. So if we're in class together, we're like, stare at Miss McKellen and don't stop.
Yeah.
And we just sit there like, and then until they turn and they
Right.
realize they're being stared at, and they're like,
because you can sense that they sense somebody's looking, but they haven't yet found who it is.
yeah, they're kind of like, yeah.
I remember I was a freshman in high school, and there's this guy that like just always stared at me, and it always made me uncomfortable. And it wasn't even like, it's one thing to like own up to it, you know,
Right.
where you're like, oh, my bad, you know, just got lost in the zone or something. And but for like a week straight, it was the beginning of this the school year. It was just like I would just catch him every time, and then I'd look away. 2 seconds later, he's already staring at me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna stare back. I'm not gonna be afraid of this guy. And I stared at him for probably like 30 seconds because it was making me uncomfortable how much I was staring at him as well. But his face got so red, and he was like this, like he was just shaking like a lot.
Really?
Yeah, and he started like scratching his head, and I'm like, wow, it's uncomfortable, right?
It'd be really funny if you stared at him and he walks up to you and he's like, I don't know why you're staring at me,
Yeah.
but it's extremely rude. I would
Yeah.
never. Oh my, that's just odd. Anyways.
Yeah. Or or the opposite, where like you keep making eye contact with somebody. Did you ever just do that? Where you're like, oh, don't look, but then you just forget, and then you make eye contact with them, and they're doing the same thing, and you're like, what's happening here?
Oh my.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, where you're kind of like, you look at them, and you kind of look away, and then you look at them again, and they're looking at you at the same time.
Yeah, and you guys just take turns.
And you're like, oh my god, I forgot what happened. I'm just gonna keep going off on tangents. That's what's gonna happen. I was in class, right? And so I forgot what I did, but I can make like really high pitched animal noises. It's not important. But
Can we hear something?
They're just gonna hear like a screech, and they'll be like, "What the fuck?" Like
okay.
that. So I did that, and my teacher was like, "Oh, it sounds like a puppy squeaking," and I was like, "Okay," and she was like, "That's really cute," and and I was like, in my mind, I was like, "Yo, what we on now? Like, what's happening here? I feel something."
With your teacher?
No, it was just the way she was like, "Oh, that's cute." I was like, "Whoa."
Whoa.
Don't be such a thought, okay?
Yeah. I'm not legal, okay?
I walk down, I sit next to her, I'm like, "Look, Julia, you fucking thought." Like, to my teacher. I should probably use a different name. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah, why are you using my name?
I can't think of names. I'm like, "Look, Sarah, I know you think you're fucking hot shit, but I'm taken. Thank you." And she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I'm like, No. I didn't say it to her.
Yeah, I
like,
kind of figured
in
you
my
didn't
mind.
tell your teacher.
No, in my mind, that's how it played out. Where I'm like, "Yo."
How did it actually play out? You just smiled awkwardly and went on about your day?
No, my face just got red and I just walked out because I was leaving anyways.
Yeah.
And I was like, whew.
That's kind of a weird thing to say. You're like, oh, like just somebody screeches and you're like,
"That's cute."
that's cute.
Anyways.
Oh, okay. Can we talk about your gold card or whatever, your gold pass? What's it called?
My green card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Citizenship.
On what the heck is that called? Tinder?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so basically, I made a Tinder.
Okay.
And I made it in November. So when I turned 17.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just using regular Tinder. But it would give you 10 likes per day.
Right.
And if people liked you, it would show you how many people liked you, but you couldn't like them back.
Oh, that sucks.
So it was random.
Yeah.
And I was like...
And you see who it was who liked you?
No.
Oh, God, that's brutal.
I was like, this fucking blows.
Yeah.
So they offered me like a week of free gold. And I was like, fuck yes. And so I got gold. And I had like 20 likes or whatever. And I'm like...
Just swiping on everybody?
All of them. Yeah, so I swipe all of them, and they're pretty cute. I'm like, I start talking them up.
All right.
And it's the kind of thing where it's like heroin. Or fruity.
Oh my God.
Or it's like fruities.
Fruities?
Have you ever had a fruity?
No, what is that?
It's like a...
Oh. Hold on. Quick break.
Pause.
Oh, I should probably just stop too.
No. ASMR with Chris.
Oh, okay.
Turn the gain all the way up. Hi guys, welcome back to my ASMR video. Oh, I turned it all the way down. Shit.
No, you did not.
I did. I turned the gain all the way down. Hi guys, welcome back to my ASMR video. Hold on. Let me just get the... That's gonna make someone really fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're not.
Like someone's gonna be watching this with their parents.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna have it on the TV, and their parents are gonna get home from work at that moment where I'm like, and their parents are like, "What the? What are you watching?"
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like. Or that makes me uncomfortable when I'm watching Game Grumps, because Aaron at any given point will just start making like sexual noises because he knows
You think
it
that's
makes Dan
bad?
uncomfortable.
Me and my dad were watching Observe and Report.
I don't know what that is.
So it is Seth Rogen. It's one of his like earliest movies.
Okay.
And there's a scene where he takes like medicine, but it's like it's prescribed, but it's like Adderall.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going on a date with this girl he likes, and she's kind of like a tramp. So he gives her the fucking medicine so she can get high. Like, she wants it. And so, whatever, she gets high. And then it cuts to them fucking in her house.
Okay.
And me and my dad are, like, sitting right next to each other. And I'm like,
yeah, it's
like,
so awkward watching
God,
those types of scenes with your family.
I'm like, fuck. I just didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
And then my dad laughs because he knows I'm uncomfortable. So he kind of just laughs because he knows I'm, like, freaking out on the inside. And I'm just, like, playing it off cool. I'm all, like, I'm like, I can't watch this shit.
Yeah.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
For me, like, I'm not really good at showing how uncomfortable, or I am, wait, hold on. Or I cannot hide if I'm uncomfortable in situations. There you go. Those are the words.
Yeah, I can't either. Because, my face just like,
yeah, same.
Just a fucking light beam of like, this bitch is uncomfortable.
Right. For me, just thinking about like being embarrassed, my face can get
makes
red.
you embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like whenever scenes like that come up and I'm like watching a movie with my parents or like siblings or something, for me, I just go, or I'll go like, ha, that's funny, right?
And then you just get super red.
Yeah. And the worst part is like they usually don't reply.
Oh,
which
so
makes
it's
it sometimes
silence.
more awkward, yeah. And you're like, okay.
Especially when it's cold out and you're under blankets and stuff, and then you get embarrassed, and all of a sudden you start feeling the heat from your blankets, and you're like,
yeah.
And you have like ice packs on your hands, and you're like,
yeah.
Yeah, that happens to me in school. So that's what that's like. Especially, okay, look, I'm half Mexican, I'm half white.
Yeah.
I go to a school where you're either Mexican or black.
Okay.
There's no other white kids there.
Really?
Yes.
Or like just very few?
No shit. One other white kid there.
In your class?
Just like white. I mean like white. Everyone else is like mixed. Like half Mexican at least. So, but I'm like the lightest skin complexion. I'm like half Mexican, but like everyone like thinks I'm white. Like they think I'm German.
Yeah, you look white.
We're sitting in class, and these guys are talking at the table, like a Harkness table. It's like a discussion or whatever. And this girl's like, yeah, I can't be friends with white people. And everybody in the fucking classroom
stares at
turns and goes. They look at me and they look back at her because we're friends. And then the teacher clarifies for me. Thank God. He was like, yeah, Christopher's half Mexican, guys. And I was like, fuck yeah, Mr. Garza.
Yeah. That's weird. That she's just like, I can't be friends with white people.
Oh,
wait, we should not be talking about this, just getting race involved.
I mean, it's fine. But
racy.
It's just like, it's racist. By definition, it's racist that you're not going to be friends with the race just because they're a race.
Yeah.
I understand what, like, demographic she's talking about. Like, people who, like just drop the N-bomb all the time.
Okay,
and think that's okay.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I understand. Like, I hate those people, too. They're fucking assholes.
Yeah. Alright, this is the portion of the podcast where we just make weird noises and hope you enjoy.
Let's watch the videos. Okay, this is the first video. And
if Stevie
Wonder is blind, okay? Look at this. We don't need audio for this.
Oh, is this like a conspiracy theory?
Watch. No, just watch the video. Okay, ready?
What the?
I saw this. Okay, ready? Alright, let's watch it again.
Slowed down and lightened?
Yeah, super light. Ready? Knocks over the mic. Fucking catches that shit.
Maybe because they heard him. He heard him. Like, hit it. You know, he could hear the microphone.
No, they're singing.
Yeah, but like if you...
Right, but
if we're talking and somebody passed right now and just went like...
Right, but if I'm blind, how do I know where the microphone is?
They probably give him a setup of like, hey,
so fucking like, but
to make you feel better.
I think
and
it's
give you more ease.
I think
this
it's
is where everything is.
Watch. Look how that goes perfectly in his hand. He doesn't even.
Is there more evidence, or is it just this?
No, it's just this. I saw this video and my mind was just blown.
Wow.
I just did not I couldn't comprehend. I was like, holy shit.
I don't know. I feel like if there was more evidence, I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, fine.
Could you imagine if he was just faking that shit for like his whole life?
I mean, I would believe that somebody would do that, but I wouldn't believe that Stevie Wonder was the one to do it.
Do you watch Big Mouth?
Yeah, I do. I finished the whole season, like all of the seasons.
Have you seen the one where...
I watched it with my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
it was uncomfortable.
terrible.
Yep.
That's terrible. Yeah. Have you seen the episode where the girl he likes gets asked by the kid in the wheelchair for Valentine's Day?
I think so. Yes, yeah, the Valentine's Day special.
And then he's like, "You can walk, you know it."
Oh, yeah.
And he picks him up out of his wheelchair. Can you imagine if somebody set like a course up with like spikes and like all the dangerous shit, and took off Stevie Wonder's like
oh glasses
and took his walking stick and just said, "Go." We know you can see, you're full of shit. And they pushed him into the course and he died.
Wow, that took a very dark turn.
What if he passed the whole course?
That'd be.
And he could actually see, and everyone was like,
"Yeah,
we were actually trying to kill him."
Yeah.
Like, we signed off. Like, that was supposed to happen.
Have you seen that video? I think I watched it in, like, I took anatomy in high school, and we were watching this video of this kid who was blind, and he was like a bat, where he would just make that, like, clicking noise.
I've seen that
before. And then he was able to scope out the room. And it would bounce up walls? Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
And he would be, like, rollerblading by himself outside, and, like, if he was gonna run into a car, he would swerve out of the way.
You know what would be really funny?
I can't roller skate and I can see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just, like, my only concern is he's going to cross the street and he's going to go, and nothing's going to be there and the car's going to pull up. He's going to be like, shit.
Okay.
I feel like it'd just be really easy to kidnap him, too.
Well, yeah, I guess. Oh, I saw... Oh, okay.
This is called Jimmy Being Fake with Pete Davidson. I love Pete Davidson. We both love Pete Davidson.
Yeah. I think he gets too much hate. He doesn't deserve the hate.
No, he does not. I fucking hate Jimmy Fallon.
It's just because, he's not very PC.
Yeah. But I mean, those are the best jokes. I'm sure the people that were offended by it laughed at it.
Right. Or they just they were offended because they think, like, somebody else would get offended by it.
If they found that funny.
Yeah. I mean, there was some stuff that I think he went too far.
You didn't have to get engaged to Ariana Grande to come on our show. But I did though.
I like how he's just...
I love you.
I feel like I won a contest.
Just think this could
I hate when videos add extra, like
stuff
effects about, like how you should be acting.
Rob.
A little bit, yeah.
One story.
Yeah, apparently when I take a like a new...
No, you can't say that word.
This is terrible. I'm sorry. I didn't watch it. I was like, yeah, that seems funny. That was terrible. I'm sorry. Here, we're just gonna go through all the videos right now.
Okay.
Because dinner's ready, guys.
I mean,
oh my god, this one.
Laying upside down.
Oh, I just did not want to watch this one because I knew that it was gonna be bad.
Sorry. Yeah. Please. There's other ones.
No. That was something Freddie
Look at that face.
Why did he do that?
Look how upset he got.
Played the piano, laying upside
It's his
down.
left hand that's messed up, right?
On the ground playing.
Yeah, it's that hand.
But he touched his right hand. Yeah, why did he get upset?
Oh, sorry.
And it wasn't even like it was like a wince of pain. It was just like.
There's other ones.
No.
Why?
That's the face you make when like.
That was the most genuine I've ever seen him. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah, this is why he got in trouble. Pete Davidson with the media.
Yeah, I saw this already. He made fun of that guy with the eye patch, right?
Just like this shit, fucking.
Did you just?
Yeah, he made fun of the guy
for having an eye patch, right? Or like, I forgot what he compared him to.
So the midterm, this guy's kind of cool. Dan Crenshaw. Oh, come on, man.
The guy already knows.
You may be surprised to hear he's a congressional candidate from Texas and not a hitman in a porno movie.
And it wasn't even that good of a joke, but it was just like.
I mean, it was just like making his. I think.
I'm sorry. I know he lost his eye in war or whatever.
Okay. I think that's messed up.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, I think there's better ways to be funny. Like, instead of automatically going towards somebody's appearance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's just too easy and just a low blow. Like, I think if you're funny, you can prove it in other ways.
Yeah. It would have been better, I think, if he went for something besides the eye patch.
Right.
Like his goatee.
Yeah,
was
or
like-
maybe just stay away from
The eye-
war heroes, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
I think he's just so funny. I think he just goes too far. Or he just
Yeah.
doesn't know his own limits.
right. Or like he probably is doing that stuff when he's high and he's like, great, this is gonna
You
be
could tell his
so
eyes were
good.
bloodshot.
Yeah. Wait, doesn't he say that like he's high all the time?
Yeah, because he has I forgot what it's called.
The intestine issues. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
where if you eat or something or
Yeah.
like really messes. So
Didn't Kurt Cobain have something like that?
I think so.
Where like that's why he was always high off of like weed or heroin or whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
Are we mirroring each other? Cheers. Okay,
Yes.
cringe.
Yep.
I thought we should react to the very best of Dateline, How to Catch a Predator.
What's going on?
Not much.
What's going on? Oh, not much.
As a police officer. So, Lieutenant,
What's up?
what are we investigating tonight?
Nothing much.
What's your plan here? You watch Dateline?
Can we just replay
Oh
his
my
scream?
god. So he's a police officer?
Yeah, and he was armed and everything.
Dude, if okay, thank God they bring security. I was like,
Yeah.
how do you know that motherfucker isn't gonna be like,
Yeah,
I'm not
just
getting
gonna-
caught, dumbass. Like,
Right, yeah.
just shoots
What are
him.
we investigating tonight?
Nothing much.
What's your plan here?
What's your plan here?
Dateline investigation?
When I can.
How are you tonight?
Fine. No. I don't do that.
Then you
I got a 15-year-old daughter myself.
Can you imagine that? He has a 15-year-old daughter.
Where are you at?
It's a little late to be prowling around these parts, huh?
Yeah, it is. What's right over here for?
Play with my blank. Good Body 1330.
God.
That's such an early 2000s
I'll
name to have.
explain when you
Yeah.
get down.
Who do they think it is?
What?
All these guys, they see him and they're Chris Hansen, they're like,
Some of them recognize him and then they end up like covering their faces because they know they're on TV. And other people, they like think he's the dad.
I like how casual they are.
Yeah, like they actually think they're gonna get out of it. And they're like, oh no, I was just, I've always been lonely. I'm just looking for a friend. Some of them pulled that card.
How does it taste?
Right? Wow. You're home baked?
He's Michael Willis, screen name generic white male.
For your first time?
What's the difference?
It's just raw passion, and making love is a connection of bodies.
Truck driver, screen name Daddy for You. He drove 2 hours to meet a girl who told
Daddy,
him online
i.e.
she was
I'm
14,
stealing
Daddy,
it.
for
home alone,
you.
I'm stealing
willing
that
to have
shit.
sex with him.
God, it's just like when he's like, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, looking around.
Yeah.
First off, you're breaking into someone's house if you're just
If you
looking
weren't
around.
there, if you weren't there to meet a girl or a guy.
God.
Did you hear about Chris Hansen or whatever? How like
He committed adultery. He cheated on his wife.
yeah, he cheated on his wife, but then like I think he cheated on his wife with a girl that was like 20 or something. So she was an adult, but people were like, "Dude, you're a pedophile." But obviously, it was legal. So
I was trying to look up how to catch a predator, and the first like couple of things, how to catch a leprechaun. Okay, guys. This is it. This is the end.
yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
Okay. Well, I cut off the audio.
Did you really?
Yeah. That's
Oh,
enough.
because we could go here.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still recording. Okay. And okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. That's my final game. I don't know whose channel this is going on.
I'm gonna change my channel name.
To Chris.
Skaggles.
Skaggles, okay.
Yeah.
I'll have his. If it's going on my channel,
It's
I'll
going
have
on your
his
channel, yeah.
channel link down below. You should go subscribe. Okay, that's
Okay,
it.
that's good.
All
All right,
right.
you can stop recording now.
Okay.
Okay. So
All
that's
right,
it.
we really let it go at the end right there. I think that was my fault.
Nah, it's fine. Yeah, I think it was just like watching the To Catch a Predator video. We were just like sitting there watching it, like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. All right, should we go eat now?
Yeah, it's probably time.